Hello there. Today I'm going to show you how to make a bookmark. So I've got a butterfly and I used a circle punch, and you want, the main thing you have to think about this is how wide is your book. So most books are about maybe an inch wide. So, you know, maybe up to 2 inches. So you really don't want to go, I would say definitely don't go past 2 inches. I would say try to stick to maybe 1.5 inches for your element. Okay, this one is 1 1/8. So, all right, you need a strip of paper, and I've got a really thick 110 cardstock here, and it is 1 inch by 8.5 inches. So we're going to get the scoreboard, and we are going to score it at, so half of 8.5, so 8.5, that would be 4 1/4. So 4 1/4, I'm going to go ahead and score it. And then we're going to score both ends at 1/2 inch. So there's 1/2 inch, and I'm going to turn it around and score it at 1/2 inch. There we go. We can close this up and put it away. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half, and then we're going to fold back the 2 edges here. But first, since I cut a circle, I'm going to go ahead and trim this off into a circle, or half circle. So I'm going to slide this under, and I can use, and I'm going to bring this up close because I can show you. I can line the 1/2 inch mark that I've got there up with the circle, and then I can cut it off. There. So now I've got that. It's shaped just like I need it. All right. So now let's go ahead and do the other side. Come on down underneath there. Okay, slide it up to that line and then snip that off. There we go. All right, so these 2 pieces can be thrown away. And we can go ahead and we can fold these 2 pieces out right on the fold line. There we go, and that's what we want it to look like. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our butterfly and we're going to cut it in half. So, and you want a straight line, so I would definitely suggest to use your cutting board. So put it on the cutting board, and then I'm just going to cut it right down the center of the body, right there. And yes, you're right, we're going to glue it to each side. We're going to glue this piece to here and this piece to here, and that makes our butterfly back together. Isn't that cute? All right, so let's go ahead and get some glue on here. And we're going to lay this down, and we're going to lay this down and wiggle it around a little. Make sure we get glue all over the whole piece. And then line that up. And that looks good to me. All right, make sure nothing's gushing out. That looks pretty good. Make sure we can bend it down. Whoops. Stay on there. Okay. And if you fold it up like this and then you press this down, make sure you can press it down to make sure that it's straight. Okay, right across here. So now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. We're going to go ahead and glue this down. Oops, not glue on there. You want the glue on this piece. Alrighty, there. We're going to do this again. Turn it over. And we're going to line that up down there. So now we want to put them both together and make sure that their pictures are lined up and the body's lined up. And if I'm holding both of these sides together, make sure that they're lining up. That looks perfect. All right, so then we can check this one. Make sure that's pressed down and in, and then we can give that a little back rub. Give this a little back rub, and we are done with our butterfly bookmark. Isn't that fun? What a neat little bookmark. All right, so now let me grab a book. I have book parts and books and books and books and book parts and all kinds of stuff. So here, let's open this up. And we'll just slide it in here. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? What do you think of that? Isn't that fun? A fun way to do a bookmark. I love it. So there's a close-up of it. And then we can open it up, find our bookmark, and take it out, and I'll show you the underneath side. Okay. If you wanted to make sure, if you want to reinforce this, then, which I want to reinforce mine, you can either do it this way and it'll be done real quick, and or you can reinforce it by using another piece of cardboard or cardstock, which I've got more cardstock here. So, and you're going to want probably 2 half pieces. So I'm going to cut that one, and I'm going to cut this one. All right, and then we can glue these on the back of these to make sure that both of these pieces will be glued on top of the little flap that we created. But I want to lay this down first and make sure it's not too big, which that is actually perfect. So that's good. Okay, except for it looks like this edge might be out a little bit more, which I don't understand because I use that same one, but better to be safe than sorry. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put glue on this and lift that up with my picker-uppers. Oops, there they are right there. And we're going to line this up. Make sure that lines up underneath. Press that down real good. That's much better. So now that's nice and sturdy, and that's not going to come off. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So we want to check it and make sure. Oh yeah, see, this one's much bigger, so much wider. So I want to trim this down. Just to make sure. And that's a much better fit. Okay. Alrighty. So now we can go ahead and put glue on this one. Pick that up and put that on. Line that up with the other one. Perfect. Okay. Rub-a-dub-dub. Lay that one down. Rub-a-dub-dub. There. So now look at the back. See how that's reinforced? So we've got this white piece on top of the piece that was on here, and you can see. Okay. And it will still fold back because you don't want it right up on that line. You want it right on the outside of it. So this one's covered up. And now when we put it in, ta-da! So let's put it back in the book. I like it that way better. So now we can put that in there. And there you go. We've got our bookmark. Isn't that fun? And you can do any image you want and any shape that you want. I just had a circle already cut out with a butterfly on it. That's why I chose the circle. But you could do flowers. You could do a bug. I almost did a bug because I thought that would be kind of cool. You could do a car or a train or an animal or whatever you choose. So there you go. That's how you make a bookmark out of a 1-inch wide by 8.5-inch long paper strip. Isn't that cool? So I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.